The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from none of your damn business, Hyena Hera!
Virginia Championship Wrestling coming to you from the Norfolk Masonic Temple. I am Jason Heat alongside Brandon Metheny. Hyena Hera made her debut at our sold-out 700 plus in attendance event in Alexandria, Virginia in 2023, and now making her return here at our home in the Masonic Temple. Suffering a tough loss in her last event against the native beast Nyla Rose, but what an opportunity for education. It is a chance for everyone, including Hyena Hera, to see what she learned in that match as she goes up against the woman who has been the face of the women's division here in Virginia Championship Wrestling. Hyena Hera had only one word to describe herself in a pre-match interview. She said she was feral, uncontrollable, unrestrained, unrestricted. We are going to see how that plays itself out in competition against a woman who has truly gone up against the best this company has to offer and has stayed at the top of her game every time. Can this young upstart overturn the apple cart and become the new face?
Introducing her opponent, hailing from Richmond, Virginia,
the winner of the 2023 Liberty Lottery, the big gal, the bird, Erica Leigh, representing her native Virginia. She has dominated the ranks here at VCW. We've seen her in singles action, and we have seen her challenge for the tag team titles alongside her best friend and tag team partner, the Boar in Gummy Boar, looking to start the year off with a victory. This is a chance to write the new chapter of a story for both of these women. Brandon, who do you got between Hyena Hera and Erica Leigh on paper?
So it's really a tough call on paper. I mean, certainly Erica Leigh has the experience, particularly here in VCW. But the last time we saw Erica, she suffered a vicious attack at the hands of Devontae, and we haven't seen her since. So I don't know if she's fully recovered from that or not, and that's really the X factor here.
Erica Leigh has suffered several major injuries in the past 2 years that derailed her momentum. That's despite the fact that she was the winner of the Liberty Lottery. That is despite the fact that she did challenge for the tag team titles. Even with all those accomplishments, her momentum has been derailed by injury. And so really looking to try and start 2024 off on a winning path and have a year uninterrupted of success, because the sky is the limit for a healthy and dominant Erica Leigh.
Absolutely. I mean, to exactly your point, she had injury issues. She had trouble last year and still won the Liberty Lottery.
Yeah.
She still won the main, the signature match in VCW. She won it. So if she can stay healthy, yeah, the sky is absolutely the limit. The question is that health. And you know Hyena Hera has been studying tape. She knows about the injury. She knows about Erica's back. And she's going to target it. There's no question.
Now this is a wrestling match. This is going to be decided by pinfall, submission, possibly referee's discretion. But if this was a popularity contest, it's very easy to say that Erica Leigh, hands down, getting the due.
Absolutely. And that's, I feel like for her coming back from injury, that's really important. There could be a moment of, do they still remember me? Do the fans still care about me? And that has been made very clear that yes, they do. And you got to believe that's got Erica in a much better place right now going into this match.
Erica Leigh taking a bow served as a defensive move, avoiding an attack by Hyena Hera purely by taunting. So advantage squarely in the favor of Erica Leigh, both in terms of the physical and the mental game.
It is, and don't forget, there is tape out there on
going
Hyena
for
Hera.
a noogie. I'm sorry, but she was going for the noogie, and that is devastating.
That is something I would not want to have happen to me. Hyena Hera with the reversal there, and really an interesting just exchanging holds right now.
The noogie being teased yet again, and there it is, the friction on the skull. The irritation, the contusions that can form, we may be seeing a lead into a submission.
You never know what's going to lead to a submission down the road. Erica clearly in control here, and I would not.
This is a game of chess, not checkers.
I would not try to trade power shots with Erica Leigh. I don't think Hyena Hera's going to win that fight.
No, the big gal, Erica Leigh, not budging in the face of a very game Hyena Hera.
Yeah, I give Hyena Hera credit. She's going for it. She's trying. And as expected, Erica Leigh's got the power advantage over Hyena Hera. Perhaps not the best choice in fighting that shoulder attack.
There is a reason she is known as the big gal, and it stands before you. Look at the power of Erica Leigh. Honk, honk indeed.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. There is there can be something of an air of silliness with Erica Leigh. Do not let that make you believe she's not a serious competitor and a dangerous competitor, as Hyena Hera is learning right now.
Do not mistake her kindness for weakness. She loves to have a good time, but everyone has a better time when they win the game.
A beautiful snap suplex there.
Great positioning in the middle of the ring, taking the temperature of Hyena Hera only two. You see the smile on Erica Leigh's face, and I wonder if it's because already she's at 2 counts. Not one, we've skipped over one, we're already at 2 counts.
And Hyena Hera, is definitely on her back foot right now. The great counter there, pulling Erica Leigh's face first down into the middle of the turnbuckle and getting control. And this is her best bet, is just to stay on Erica Leigh, not let her get her wits back about her. That taunting is maybe not the best choice right here.
But perhaps playing the mental game back at Erica Leigh, forcing Erica Leigh to make a mistake.
I'd say, Jason, that was a pretty nasty fall to the floor there. That was not a smooth exit out of the ring. She hit the ring apron way right down. You got to wonder, is that going to jar? Is that going to re-injure that back that we saw injured last year?
That's correct. Erica Leigh was out of action for about 6 months with a back injury, and that's not the same injury that Devontae's caused that put her out of action most recently. So right now, Erica Leigh fighting at a deficit, and that is much to the advantage of Hyena Hera.
It is, and Hyena Hera very smartly staying on the outside, or staying on Erica Leigh on the outside, and making sure she doesn't get a chance to catch her breath, get that second win, and keeps hitting that lower back. That is, look, if this was a video game, there'd be a big glowing red dot on Erica Leigh's back. That is a weakness for her, and Hyena Hera is smart to exploit it.
I mean, you cannot win a match on the outside, but you can do a lot of damage. You can certainly lose a match on the outside, and that's why Hera getting as much advantage as he can, and then rolling Erica Leigh back in. This is the second time we've seen Erica Leigh put Hyena in that fireman's carry position, but this time Hyena slips out the back door.
Well, also, I want to point out there, Jason, I don't know if you noticed, Erica Leigh's legs were shaking there. That's something you see very often. It shows the lack of, or the damage to her core that has occurred and has made her not as powerful as she was at the start of this match.
Essentially nerve damage as well, and this is that predator-prey mentality that Hyena Hera brings, where they say that the cat will eat the canary, but the hyena will certainly scavenge the bones, and that is exactly what Hyena Hera was trying to do here.
It is. I wouldn't trade chops with Erica Leigh. That seems to have fired Erica Leigh up now. Erica Leigh desperately needing to get some sort of momentum, and I think at this point, Jason, she needs to finish this match sooner rather than later.
Well, this is a real confidence check for Erica Leigh. Coming back from injury, being in front of a hometown crowd, either she wins and she proves she still got it, or she loses, and there's a lot of internal questions about the future of Erica Leigh under those circumstances.
Yeah, the first match back, just so critical. So important to keep that momentum. Here we go, we can see Hyena here.
Great cover there. Full body coverage, leg hooked. Hyena Hera really looking to press the advantage every time she has it.
And very smart, she's staying on Erica Leigh. Now she's jawing with the crowd. I don't agree with this. She's giving Erica Leigh a chance to catch her breath.
She said she's all impulse, and it's true. There's positives and negatives to that for Hyena Hera. On the one hand, it's really hard to plan for a woman who's not calculating so much as she's just purely in the moment. But on the other hand, sometimes our impulses need to be controlled.
I mean, look, if you're in the moment, you have the proverbial short memory, right? You're not going to remember things that happen. You should keep moving forward. But
now grabbing her leg and wasn't able to get the cover it looked like Hyena Hera wanted.
Yeah, that was Erica Leigh just sort of trying to wiggle out of the way to not allow for that deep cover, perhaps knowing that if she got one, she may not be able to kick out of it.
You were saying about the short memory.
So yeah, it helps because you forget the things that have gone badly, but it also can cause you to act in ways that are irrational and can give your opponent the advantage as well.
It is a good thing to cause damage for your opponent, but sometimes a shot that's more for your own personal satisfaction than actually doing damage can really cost you, as we are seeing right now. Erica Leigh woken up by that slap to the nose.
Yeah, that just annoyed her, and that was not something I'd recommend. And that very big back heel kick from Erica Leigh, putting Hyena Hera down, and she looks out.
There must have been a Target logo on the side of Hyena Hera's head, because that knocked straight perfect.
That was Hyena Hera hanging on for, I really think, dear life here. She's in a bad way.
Scratching with those claws to try and break the grip, and this has been far more back and forth, far more even than we may have anticipated. It says a lot about Hyena Hera, but I think it also says a lot about where Erica Leigh currently is in her recovery. Her tag team partner, Boar, who will be in action later, also suffering injuries, not at 100%. So Gummy Boar really suffering right now.
Yeah, they're both in sort of a real crossroads of their careers, potentially. It's a question of not just how you endure the injury, but how you recover, how you adapt your skill from it. This is going to cause an injury. Holy cow, that looks painful.
Speaking of adapting, we had seen both these women going for pinfalls, and now the strategy
wait a second.
Shifting.
Hyena Hera, if you notice, there's a very large bruise on Erica Leigh's arm that she just exposed, hitting a very clear weak point there.
Oh, that looks...
Yeah,
that is ugly.
I don't know where that's from, but that is a nasty bruise. Now she's biting it, Jason.
At risk of infection, fewer things worse for you than the bacteria inside a human mouth. That is an unconventional offense, to say the least.
Absolutely, and you've got to wonder, is that going to cause bleeding under the skin? Is it going to? I mean, this is a situation where the referee needs to look out for Erica Leigh's safety. That is a nasty injury.
This is that predator mentality of Hyena Hera, maybe leaning into her nickname a little too literally. Talked earlier about the idea that Hera would scavenge the bones, didn't realize she might actually try and draw blood.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was quite so literal, but apparently it is. And
well, I know people who use subtext and are all cowards. I guess that's in writing as well as wrestling.
Just putting a tremendous torque on the back, on the shoulders, that hurt arm. Erica Leigh in a bad way.
And trying for that gory stretch, realized that she couldn't get all of it. And so when she finally grabbed Erica's legs, decided to turn it into a gory special instead. And Erica Leigh using those hips to just basically clockwise her way around to those ring ropes.
Yeah, it's really very smart ring awareness by Erica Leigh there. But, I mean, you gotta believe if that was in the middle of the ring, she's lost this match.
Erica's hurting. She's really struggling. And Hyena Hera, to your point earlier, maybe taking valuable seconds of offense to argue the call of our officials. Big Gore! The move that she shares with her tag team partner, the Boar. Big Gore, Erica Leigh gets it.
Here is your winner, Erica Leigh.
A fantastic win for Erica Leigh, who is now starting 2024 off, shaking off whatever ring rust or injuries there were, but also, is this a sign of things to come? We have an NWA title match later tonight, the Boar versus EC3. Are we going to see 2 Gores, 2 wins, 2 nights?
I think it's very, very possible, Jason, setting a good tone for the main event and showing just how devastating that maneuver is. Just one move can put you down for 3.
The big gal starts the year off right. Erica Leigh with the victory.